Konnichiwa, minasan. Shokoko ni. Hopped up on 160 milligrams of caffeine. It's once a week. It's not that bad. So I'm gonna start with the massive amounts of copium and like justifying my bad habits. So I was doing research a while back regarding caffeine because obviously I like Monster, I love the flavor, and I didn't want to be super unhealthy and be like, caffeine is bad for you and all that jazz. And obviously caffeine can be bad for you. But research suggests that one, as long as you're not drinking it every day, it's not a problem. And like the safe amount of caffeine to drink whenever you do drink it and you're exercising and burning your energy as you're using it is shut up our unit. The safe amount to drink is 2.5 milligrams to 4 milligrams of caffeine for every kilogram that you weigh. Now, obviously, I used freedom units, so kilograms meant jack shit to me, so I had to translate it. I did an oopsie. So, because that meant jack shit to me, after looking it up, I realized I'm well within safe limits. 160 milligrams of caffeine is basically 1 milligram of caffeine per pound that I weigh, which is safe. Because 2.5 milligrams of caffeine to 1 kilogram of weight translates to just a little bit over 1 milligram of caffeine for 1 pound of weight. I'm safe. I'm very safe. I'm very healthy. I work out. Listen, man, cats aren't exactly the heaviest like animals on the planet. I'm lightweight. I'm also not that tall to be fair. I'm like, yeah, the ears alone add like an extra 2 pounds really. Which way are we going? I am going the correct way. But yes, so my caffeine habits aren't that bad. Now, the real question. The real problem, hairball. The real problem is, I'm going to phrase this as normally as possible so that I don't accidentally use a word I'm not supposed to use that will get me completely removed off the face of the internet. If the pink monster, you know, not the zero sugar one, the normal pink monster, pipeline punch, the one that's guava, the best fruit in the world, does liking that one the most make me a femboy or femboy inclined? Because I don't feel like it does. Guava is like a based fruit. Today's trip is doomed. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. People I've seen on the internet that people associate the pink monster with femboys, for lack of a better word. Now, I don't think I am one. I feel like I'm not. But pink monster tastes good. Not... I actually don't know if it's like the zero sugar one or the regular one that people associate. That is some cap! It does?
Samus, now that the bomb is in place, return to the AU chamber so that we may discuss the final stage of our plan.
Bunch of sus people. Lol. Look, I just like the guava fruit. I like the flavor of guava. It's probably my favorite fruit. Between that and like, as far as like juices go, it's like guava and like cranberry are like my top two. It just... A bunch of people are like associating Pink Monster with thigh-high wearing IT furry femboys, and I'm just here like, I just taste good. Please don't associate me with these people. Just drink what you want. I do drink what I want. I'm just, you know, like, I got a meme about it. Now, the question that I have, because my main issue with like Monster is just how much sugar it has. I'm not as much of an issue with like the caffeine as much as the sugar. Like 48 grams of sugar is kind of 46 grams of sugar is kind of insane. Yes. So I'm trying to look to see if there's like a zero sugar equivalent to pipeline punch. If you guys have tried any like monster whatsoever, and you know like the Miami Vice one, because that's the only guava one I found that was zero sugar. If it tastes remotely like pipeline punch, please let me know. If not, I'm going to risk it and buy one and taste it. And ruin my taste buds. I have a sweet tooth, but I gotta make sure I don't give myself diabetes.
Do you understand what you were supposed to do, Samus? After shutting off the engines, use the escape capsule to return here.
Skytown migration complete.
You must now proceed to the bomb pod. We will release the cables once you're in position. We regret this mission places you in mortal danger, but there are no other options.
I'm sure there's no other options whatsoever. We can't just have a ship that's shielded from the storm fly in and nuke the frickin' anti-air shit. Absolutely not. That would be far too dangerous. But dropping a thermonuclear warhead directly below me doesn't put me in enough danger. I like how her suit looks here. I think this suit, yeah, it's definitely the colors, and I think it's the shape of the shoulders as well. I think, like, the design is sick. It's why it's, like, my favorite suit, personally. It's not too sleek, it doesn't look too thin like the fusion suit, and it's kind of similar to the Dread suit without being so overtly bright. The shoulders not being basketballs helps a lot, but, unfortunately, big-ass shoulders is something that we're gonna return to once I get the next suit upgrade. So, yeah. Although, to be fair, they have a more interesting design than big old basketballs, so not that big of a deal, I guess, question mark, mechanically. We're right on top of the Leviathan, we're going in.
Samus, we are sensing a large number of enemy units in your vicinity.
Okay.
Pirates must have detected your movement toward the seed.
The seed must be destroyed.
Before reaching the impact site, you must defend the spire at all costs. Use everything in your power to ensure its safe passage.
Can't I just bomb them out of the air with my ship? I feel like that would be the safest bet, to just bomb their ships with my ship. Mine's a gunship. Those are just like transport vessels. I could absolutely fuck some shit up with the gunship. Hello? We make use of the phase-on overload to fuck these up. Without needing to use another energy tank. Easy peasy. Ah, balls. Well, there he goes. Honestly, I really like the kind of the dynamic elements of Prime 3. Glad they would bring back the phase-on beam, for sure. And it's an actual beam and not just like a single encounter, you know, tool that we get to use a single time. Hyper beam! There's so many. Sir. Where the fuck did the other skiff go? Oh. Hey, buddy! You can't park there! I love the balancing with it. Cool addition, but a bit OP, which is balanced by the bar, of course. Not just the bar, but it consumes an energy tank, so you can't just spam it, because you're just gonna, you know, especially if you're taking a lot of damage, you're just gonna die quicker. And obviously, single-player game, power fantasy, we can trip, it's fine. Alright, Samus, let's get the fuck out of here. Escape pod. Why is it shaped like that?
Scuttle sequence commencing. 5 minutes until engine shutdown. Escape pod malfunction.
Bruh.
Repair access tunnel.
I forgot about this little detail. They're really pressing. Oh, the timer's there. It's not on my screen. That's kind of nuts. Not gonna lie. But they're actually timing me. They just don't want to show it to me. How quickly can I spam left click while hopped up on caffeine? Very, apparently. I already had a pretty good trigger finger, to be honest with you. Is that it? Nope.
Engine shutdown in 4 minutes.
Hey, I got plenty of time. I'm good. I'm surprised my hand isn't, like, fidgeting more than... Ah, son of a bitch. I forgot these are kind of timed. I like how all of them are broken. Not just one or two. Every single one is fucking stripped apart.
Escape pod online.
What the fuck? All the little steam spiders. What are you guys doing here? Go away. No. You're all gonna explode. You gotta get out.
Engine shutdown in 3 minutes.
I still have plenty of time. Can this open? Thank you. I'm kind of surprised that counts as a separate room, to be honest with you. Yeah, for real. I don't think that should count as a separate room, especially considering the fact that you're timed, but what do I know? I like the fact that the escape pod is just a straight up fucking cylinder. There's no special design, no like point, like a missile or anything. Nope. Block. My one wish is, since that is technically a nuclear bomb, I kind of wish it would wipe away some of the storms so that we could see, like, the ground of Elysia. And just, like, the normal, like, earth underneath, but, you know. They're working with their limitations.
The plan worked.
Of course it did.
This impact resulted in the destruction of the Leviathan's shield, and the seed is now exposed.
Seed. Yeah, but you know, money.
And destroyed.
For sure. I definitely do feel like Prime 3 had the smallest budget. I gotta check how much the budget was for Prime 3 in comparison to 1 and 2. Because, it does feel like, at least music-wise and, like, some art asset-wise, it does feel like they were kinda limited. And mostly music-wise. Art asset-wise, they did pretty well. But definitely music-wise, it's like, Or maybe they had a shorter deadline with Prime 3. That could be the case. I'm going the wrong way. The ship was back here. But yeah, I definitely like the world and the map and the areas all feel very distinct, very unique, very separate from like 1 and 2. But I don't know.
Data received.
You know, like we said, 3 just happens to have the most negatives despite still having a lot of good things advanced in the as the series went on. From what I see online, Nintendo never disclosed Prime 1, 2, 3 budget. Wow! Of course they didn't. They all turned a profit though. That we know for sure. All 3 games turned a profit. I mean, if they didn't, they wouldn't be making more Metroid Prime games to begin with. 30 to 40 million around there. Okay. Prime 4 is 100 million. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's right. It had the biggest. Okay, to be fair, the only reason Prime 4 has the biggest budget by that much is because they restarted development because Bandai Namco fucked up the first 3 years of 3 years of development. If it weren't for like those first 3 years lost, I doubt that Prime 4 would have been 100 million. I would argue maybe like 60 to 70 million. But we'll never know how much of that 100 million went into Bandai Namco and how much went to Retro. Really is a shame though, because like I feel like if they had just given the game to Retro Studios, we would have had it 3 years ago. Like, around the same time as Dread. That's probably the case if we assume that 100 is overall from both companies combined. That was my assumption, because, again, Prime 4, like, it just says that Prime 4's budget was this much. It doesn't say that Retro Studios' budget was that much. That's not what I meant to do. Give me all the resources. This boss might actually be a little bit annoying, if I remember correctly. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. Don't look at me. Please don't look at me. It could be from the 100 million. I would say maybe 30 to 40 was lost to the first company and the rest was Retro. Yeah, that's why I think that Retro's budget for Prime 4 was anywhere between 60 and 70 million. And it would make sense as well, considering the fact that everything we've seen from Prime 4 looks like, you know, significantly... It looks like there's a lot more to Prime 4. Even if it's not a longer game, there's more to it than Primes 1 through 3, based off of everything I've seen. Also, this boss actually does kind of suck. It's cool, it's interesting, but if I remember correctly, it's a little bit annoying to deal with. Because of that shit. Actually, it might not be that bad. I don't know if they scrapped everything and started all over or used some stuff. From my understanding, everything that Bandai Namco did kind of got scrapped. Or maybe not everything, but like a good chunk of it. Ow! I wonder. Can I? Nope, I can only hit it with phase on. Interesting. Oh, shit! I don't remember this attack specifically. What the fuck? Phazon biggest enemy itself, yeah. It's mostly... Does Res Phazon show up in this, or was it just a Talon 4 thing? So, actually, let me show you something. It's a good thing you brought that up. It was in Brio. Was it Brio? Not what I meant to do. How do I scroll? There we go. Where is it? It does show up. I just... Okay, so it's in Phazon. Here we go. So we have the Phazoid. And I didn't scan it, but there should be one here that says red Phazoid. I assume it would be a mutation per planet. It's not. Red Phazon is technically just like very hyper mutated Phazon. So when I killed one of these, it split off into a red one, and it was the red Phazoid, and you get an achievement for that. Yeah. So it shows up. I just don't think it's like the actual goop, the actual liquid. It's just the enemies that have red Phazon. Come on, corrupt me! There we go. Give me more Phazon to shoot him with. Ah, balls. Oh my god, he grew arms and legs! Wait, what? Oh! Oh! Can I not target this with missiles? Am I dumb? Okay, no, it's literally just break it normally, I guess. This boss is... Yeah, weird is kind of an understatement. It's an interesting design, but I always feel like it's odd fighting it. It is an Elysian robot with, like, Phazon infestation, though, so it kind of makes sense why it's so weirdly fucked up. Don't you think that's weirdly fucked up? Use a tornado! Fuck! Can I hit him while he's doing this shit? Nope. Oh, the pool! Yeah, no, I got a ball. I see the red targets on some of those, but I don't think I can actually hit... Oh, no, it's just his arms. Never mind. The music for it is also, like, again, kind of weak. It's just supposed to be spooky, but the robot itself is just not very intimidating. Alright, buddy boy, come on! Have you had enough yet? Ow. No! I was so close! At least he does have, like, a bunch of actual attack patterns, and he's just not completely... I was almost certain you're supposed to... I guess not. Never mind. Oh, no. I know how to do it. Yeah. I'm dumb. It's whenever he attacks with the Yeah. There we go. At the very least, even though this boss is really goofy, it does have interesting mechanics, so it's not boring and it doesn't feel tedious for the most part. Moganar is a little weird, the previous one, just because like the balls can be a little bit hard to hit. Alright, Samus, don't puke again. Also, the suit is even more phason-y and dark now. Isn't that, like, cool? You know, it's very sick, very insane. The phason cancer is growing and it will never stop. The phason doesn't... More blue, more dark, Samus, yeah! Yeah, we're almost there! Press what in hyper mode? Oh. Oh. Those spikes are kind of crazy looking. Bonk. This is the equivalent of the super missile, by the way, because I don't think there's an actual super missile in this game. A lot of the super variants of weapons in this game are just phason. Time to unload all of our blue goo into the seed. You know what this low-key reminds me of? Final Fantasy XIV and Shadowbringers. If you play Stellaris, you could technically play as Phase now. Absolutely, you can, because you can get like the we were actually talking about that earlier, my brother and I, where you could do the you could do like life seeding through meteors and stuff and corrupt planets. And like you can literally just turn them into living planets and shit, and it's amazing. We're just like, yeah, you just play as Phazon, bro. Play as Phase. And we literally saw today the trailer for the Psionic Ascensions. Bro, the trailer for look, I've always been a fan of Psionic Ascension. I've always been a fan of Psionics and Stellaris. Literally all I play in Stellaris is Psionics. The end of the cycle calls to me like the Green Goblin mask. But yeah, like the oh my god. Seeing the you can make the ing now with Psionic Ascension. It's still laggy, so beware. Ooh. We'll probably wait a couple patches until it's fixed then.
However, the threat is not over. We received word from the intelligence unit that an emergency GF communication capsule has been found. Analysis has uncovered a message from Gandreda, sent while she was searching for the pirate homeworld.
Stellaris is such a goated game.
Right before she disappeared. To our surprise, the message indicates that a Leviathan has also impacted the pirate homeworld, which suggests that pirates are now enhancing their military forces with Phazon. Worse, the corruption appears
to be fair, Paradox and fixing Stellaris always takes a while.
The planet itself is transforming into pure Phazon. Left unchecked, this corruption could spread to the entire galaxy. The time to act is now. You must destroy that Leviathan and stop the spread of further corruption.
Also, literally what we were just talking about is Phazon spreading onto planets and corrupting them from the inside out.
The attack will commence as soon as our preparations are complete. We have marked the location of the pirate homeworld on your map. And Samus, be on the lookout for Gandrea.
Alright! We can finally move on to the Valhalla. And before that, actually, I do have one place I want to stop by real quick, because I know there's something there. Space Pirate. Okay, so before doing any of those things, if I remember correctly, it's B. But yeah, nah, I'm hyped to play Stellaris again and do a proper end of the cycle with entropy drinkers as the Ing and spread the darkness of ether, of dark ether across the galaxy. I am the better Phazon, I am Dark Incarnate. I am completely hinged and can be trusted. So today is Edgy Captain Gotcha. Bro, my compass swings several ways. I'm either gooning or being an absolute edgelord. It's like the metronome meme. I can do both at the same time if needed. Technically speaking, Dark Samus allows me to do that. The Dark Gooning. My friends, and together they make Show Captain. Inside you there are two wolves. Yes, sir. Freaky and edgy. My friends, when I played Final Fantasy XIV, and I still play it, just like when I played it more frequently, I used to, I main Dark Knight. It is like my class. I'm a one-trick pony for Dark Knight. I am the highest burst DPS in the game. I'm a blue DPS. Instead of calling me a Dark Knight main, my friends called me a Freak Knight main. Just, you know, putting that out there. Hello, can I... See, oh, here's another mutated Metroid, by the way. So, like, this is the point that I'm trying to make, where Metroids have different evolutions based off of their environment. Phazon Metroids have insane, like they still float, they still have like the sucking capabilities and all that stuff, and they look really, really ugly still. And then the SR388 Metroids have like a more animal-like evolution path, or like growth cycle. It's weird. Why are you spinning? Oh. What the fuck? Can I not? Can I please target? Can I please target? There we go. What the fuck? Ow. Stop the spin! Okay, hitting these tentacles is low-key a little harder than I anticipated, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure how to avoid that. I'm gonna... Please hit that. When the head is damaged... Please, just let me hit one! Ow. Here we go again. It's so annoying hitting the damn tentacles. There we go. Open your mouth! I'm gonna put beams inside your mouth. Let me shoot them all. Fuck! The more I spam, the more likely I am to hit it. Brother. I literally cannot hit this fucking tentacle. Admittedly, I think with the Wiimote, it's easier to hit it because I can lock onto him and then adjust the aim. Spamming strats that people hate you in fighting games. Believe it or not, I'm not a spammer in fighting games. I'm worse. I do mix-ups. I'm worse. In my defense, I did mention before the stream started that copped up on caffeine, I was gonna overcorrect. Okay, I'm in. I'm in! But yeah, so in, for example, in Guilty Gear Strive, I play, Anji, I think his name is, the dude with the fans. Literally the mix-up king, my friends fucking hate me. We did like 1 or 2 Guilty Gear, streams, and it was literally me just cagging my entire way through with, like, the little spinny bullshit that allows me to dodge hits. Yeah, I haven't played Strive in a while, though. Now, I will admit, in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 specifically, I play Dr. Doom and I spam foot dive. Because it's funny, and it works. Now, on the same note, in Smash Bros, I can't spam with my mains. Roy and Samus and Ridley don't really let you spam that much, and if you do start spamming, you get punished really bad. Actually, Roy not so much. Roy you actually kind of can spam a little bit, but you probably shouldn't. Roids? Nah, bro. I'm all natty. I'm 160 pounds of natural muscle, bro. And cat-like instinct. Is 160... 150, actually. But is that considered paperweight or lightweight? In, like, MMA? I meant Roy, I'm sorry. my bad, coach. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, we finally get to go to the Valhalla, and we're probably not gonna finish it, but I do want to show you... The pirate homeworld is all red, but it's gonna be blue soon because it's getting phase-oned. Anyways. I promised going to the Valhalla, I'll go to the Valhalla this stream. I still need 6 more batteries, though, I believe. They're not called batteries, they're energy cells, but let's face it, they're just big old batteries. Creepy ship, more proof that Metroid could be a horror series if they really wanted to. This is the most Dead Space BS we've gotten. This, combined with the Dark Troopers, the zombified, like, GF Troopers, is... I love horror segments in Metroid. I love horror in Metroid so much. Honestly, the vibes for Super Metroid can also, like, prove that it can be, like, more horror. Like, the very dark atmosphere of Super Metroid definitely pushes for that. And then Fusion and Dread both push for, like, tension and horror as well. Here's my idea. Here's my idea for a, for a horror Metroid game, true and real, is, you play as a Galactic Federation trooper, stranded on a planet similar to the ones that went to Dark Aether, and you have to deal with some sort of, like, mutated Metroid swarm or something of the like, and you have to basically survive until Samus gets there to save your sorry ass. We could potentially even have, like, a mutated Ridley show up, too. I think that'd be cool. Just, like, Resident Evil-style horror. Maybe, like, first-person or third-person, depending. and your gun doesn't really kill stuff, doesn't really kill the Metroids, it just stuns them. I think that would be sick. I'd love that. Horror Metroid sounds amazing. I love Dread. I really wish the Emmys were scarier than they actually were. They honestly just felt very, they felt tense. Like, the chase segments really made my, like, my BPM go up. But, like, I wanted them to be horrifying. Make your own horror Metroid, blackjack and hookers. You got me. I'll do it. Wait, I want to scan them! No! Fuck. Happened to you. Actually, did I scan you? Various puncture wounds. Phazon detected around these areas. I wonder what that could be. Can I not open you? Has already been acquired from this terminal. Oh. See why this is going to turn spooky. Yep. Look, look, look. They were trying to open the door and he just died in place. Now, granted. Yeah, you tell me that's not a fucked up way to die. Only a brittle husk remains inside of his suit. Homie literally got sucked out of his suit. I'm sorry. I have to do it. Metroids, like, they might look small and not insidious at all, but holy fuck are they dangerous. And horrifying. Hero? Look at these little things. These couldn't possibly be. Combat power negligible. Infant has not developed powers. It's like the ones in 2. I hit the baby! Fuck! Come on. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Ooh, not like that. To be quite fair, though, we probably shouldn't sympathize with Metroids, like, at all. They are horrifying creatures. They are biological weapons, and they're gonna kill everything. The only people who could arguably still control them are all fucking dead, so, yeah. Let's go upstairs first. Nah, let's do downstairs. Fuck it, why not? Pilot was unable to safely navigate through the conveyor corridors inside the ship. I can see that. Energy cell data access status report has been downloaded. Oh, yeah, that's... They tell you where the cells are. The pilot's probably dead inside his cockpit. Alright, let's see how far we can get with 3 cells. Also, I love the fact that they, oh, here they are, the Ing ones. The Phase-Ing. See, the Phazon copied the Ing. Wait, what? Oh, I have to suck them. I don't have the power to kill these with the grapple yet. Oh no, never mind. I just have to actually attach before starting the spam queue. God, I love the fact that this is such a good reuse of, like, the Olympus because of the fact that they just... They let you, you know, it's still the same layout as the Olympus, but it's so, like, broken and destroyed that it feels completely different. And the way that you access it is also different. I think this is good reuse of assets, honestly. Energy cell locked in place. Yep. Of course it is. I didn't technically need to use those. But, here we are, I guess. Whoops. Oh, no! They respawned. Get away from me! Oh! Get off. Fucking Christ of mercy on my soul. Horrifying things. Nope, 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 nope. Open the door! Open the door! I'm fine. Everything's okay. Extreme blast trauma from an energy grenade. Unfortunate. Strong impact identified as cause of death. Oh, look, a space pirate. God damn, they're ugly, even while dead. Jesus, how many eyes do they have? 6? 4? Honestly, just trying to run from the Metroids is significantly worse than standing my ground and fighting them. Castle doctrining the Metroids is probably the best way to deal with them and not just trying to fucking flee. Hey buddy, what are you doing in there? Shots at point blank range. Ooh. Let me guess. Yep, I can't access this yet. Because I don't have any more. Okay. So we'll see how far we can get. These like warning lights make me really want to shoot them because I'm reminded of like the mechanic in Destiny with like the power conduits that you can just shoot and break open. And it's like, no, I want to. I want to open it. I want to break it. Hey, what the fuck? Why are these purple? I thought they were blue. Am I? I actually thought they were blue. I guess not. Oh! Yeah, probably my best interest to just nuke these. Cool! Cool! Alright, so unfortunately, I think our progress on the Valhalla is a little halted here. However... claw marks are visible on the debris. However, there's this tube, which... goes... from where exactly? I don't think I have the room in order to get that. I think that's from another room. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain. I see the cracks on it, so maybe... No, it looks like it's in a different room. Alright, I need more batteries to be able to continue the Valhalla, but, and now these start spawning! And these are so fucking tanky! Yeah, no, those are particularly annoying just because of how tanky they can be. At least the Metroids I can stagger consistently. Uh-oh. Of course. Get off me! Fuck my misclicking and fat fingering of buttons, and I keep switching or doing the wrong thing. Alright, cool. At least we kinda know more or less which direction to go in the Valhalla. I did waste 2 batteries technically, but I got missiles out of it, so that's not too bad. So, like with everything else, like with the previous 2 games, with like the Sky Temple keys and the Chozo artifacts, the batteries are the collectible that we need to unlock the final zone of the game that leads us to the last boss. The location of Phase, the planet where the Leviathans come from, is in the Valhalla after I have consumed all of my batteries. Big whoop. I believe there's another battery in Brio that I haven't gotten. And there should be one more in Norion? Wait. No, I missed one in the Valhalla. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to the Valhalla because I definitely missed one there. There's supposed to be a battery inside the Valhalla that I can use. I know there's 2 in Brio. There was 1 in Norion at least. Did I... I grabbed the one in Skytown. Was it 2 in Norion or 2 in Skytown? I can't remember now. Also, giant Phazon tentacles that we get to see. I'll go pick up the Valhalla one real quick. Being in a pirate, like in an actual massive pirate base is so cool. I think the pirate homeworld is my favorite area in Prime 3. I genuinely love this place, even if it can be kind of a maze at times. But let me go get that battery real quick. Thank you for confirming with me, because I remember... Is it in the hangar? I think it's in the hangar. It should be in the hangar. Let me out! We get to see use the ship more, yay! I wonder if this red, like, nebula that the GFS Valhalla is in is actually a nebula, or if it's supposed to be like a red Phazon-infested, like, cloud. Oh, there's the battery. How the fuck did I miss that? It's literally on the floor. Yeah, it's literally right there. Something, something, something under, yeah. Right under the nose. uh... Let's face it, the moment I start recognizing stuff that's directly in front of me, is it even me anymore? Have I been replaced with some sort of, like, fucked up skinwalker pretending to be me? It's like my natural instincts are completely fucked. So if there's a... If there is a case, I would have been worried. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalist Chronicles, and 8 other items from your Steam wish list are now on sale. Now, I saw the sale for Final Fantasy Tactics, and if I remember correctly, it was $10 off. I love Tactics. It's my favorite Final Fantasy game. I'll be damned if I'm buying that for more than 20 bucks. The original was $20. The remastered hasn't added anything, and it in fact got rid of Dark Knight and Onion Knight. I refuse to get it for anything more than $20. Bring back Dark Knight and I'll consider $30. Alright. Time to go through my favorite area in the game. World. Planet. Same shit. Get over here, let me scan you. Huh, I didn't notice that. The start of course. Why wouldn't you guys also have Phazon tanks now? This starting area of the pirate homeworld is using the, temple grounds ambience. But this one's green! And tankier! Why doesn't it have its own scan log? It's currently without power. Of course it's without power. Oh, that's right. These require a specific upgrade. Advanced visor system required. Yes, the final visor that we get on this planet. I might actually get it pretty soon. Space pirates just straight up using multiple symbols as their fucking number system. It's like Japanese. 1 line is 1, 2 lines is 2, 3 lines is 3, and then it starts getting really funky afterwards. So, maybe not that much like Japanese. Unable to use from this side. Son of a bitch. Door does not open from this side. Yeah, kanji is, the kanji numbering system is a little weird. I'm glad that they use the, they're called Arabic numerals, right? Or is it Persian numerals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the ones that we normally use. I can't remember. Why I gave up on learning Japanese, I couldn't do it. Hey, believe it or not, learning to speak it and understand it is actually not that bad. The writing is rough, but hiragana and katakana I think are fairly easy. Kanji memorization is the hardest part. I think definitely the hardest part about Japanese is kanji memorization. A lot of the simple kanji, a lot of the early kanji are actually fairly easy to memorize, I think, since you use them so often. I didn't feel like learning like 1,000 kanji, and I just... But I can speak, read, write, and understand it fairly well. Well, fairly well is an exaggeration. That's like, I can do conversational.
We believe there is a closed supply route that connects directly to
Many of the same words have different meanings. Also true.
in this room appears to be its main entrance.
And also pronunciation kind of changes some words. So like hashi and hasi, which I struggle to make it as different as it needs to be, but one is chopsticks and the other one is bridge. So, like, and the main difference is the intonation of the syllables. So I believe the higher pitched ha is bridge, which is hasi. Everyone says things differently. It's true, but it's like it's not just saying things differently, it's which syllable you intonate, right? Like for like hashi, for example, or hasi and hasi, it's like you can kind of tell the difference. Can I even? Oh yeah, I can, because I'm underneath this, and I'm okay as long as I'm under it. Fish fans are blocking the vent duct. Cables can be seen leading up through the ceiling. Can I? No, I can't. It's like I said, I have a hard time kind of explaining it because my pronunciation isn't the best when it comes to intonation. Like I can pronounce pretty well, but when it comes to like differentiating very similar words, I kind of struggle with it a little bit. Okay, now in order to get up and above, is there... I need to get above. Drain the device of power to remove the shields. Too bad I can't do that yet, because I don't have the upgrade. Oh. Yeah, so that leads out... Oh, right here. Gotta look around a little better. Gotta use my eyes. Significantly better. Oh. Okay, so there is another way to get through there that I need, because more missiles, less problems. Oop. Oh, I think this leads me to the missile? Yes, to a missile, not the one that I want. Eyes on the inside. Nah, bro. My insight isn't that high yet. Am I tripping? Yeah, it might be. If Night Rain ever introduces Bloodborne bosses into the meta or into the game, I will actually lose my shit. Unfortunately, that would require Sony to actually give them access. New battery! Woo! Cleric Beast and Night Rain would fuck so hard, dude. Or Ludwig. Or Maria. Every boss from Bloodborne and Night Rain. Please, every single one. Except Lawrence. Fuck Lawrence. And the Living Failures. Ludwig would fuck so hard, man. Just the music alone would make it... Guys, I'm gonna interrupt myself. I gotta ask. Who do you main? Who's your Night Rain main? Because I'm kind of basic. I'm a Wilder main. And I kind of like the new 2. And I do play Iron Eye and, what's her name? Duchess a little bit, but Wilder's my goat. I love Wilder. I love the pile bunker crossbow. It's just so satisfying, and the fact that you can use it while using the grapple hook. Oh. Easy the lolly. Oh, he's a Revenant main. He likes the gremlin. He likes the gremlin and abuses the summons. I respect it. Revenant's fun to have on my team. And I like her lore. I love the fact that she's, like, supposed to be, like, angry all the time and treats everybody with, like, some level of disrespect because they're, like, not strong or all that good shit. I like her. Summoner for life. So I take it you use Summoner armor in Terraria, then. Much like my brother. The space pirates are none the wiser of my infiltration tactics. Nah, there I'm a mage main. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, everything in Terraria is really fun. Even someone who, like, I don't like magic in general, or I don't like being, like, a caster main in games, typically, but, like, Terraria makes magic really fun. I'm always a summoner. Not true! Not true. In Elden Ring, you were a bonk man. Except, later, after, not bonk man, you use your fucking whips in Elden Ring. And then you switched over to the bestial magic and the claws and shit, and then you started throwing rocks at people, which is, again, strongest spell ever. Throw stone, throw rock. Best ability ever. Executor? Ooh, Executor's good. Executor's really good. I love the fact that he uses, like, Crucible incantations for his ult. Raider, you, my friend, are, simultaneously very selfish, but also very team-oriented. I tried Recluse, but also I'm not a fan with the magic. I like Recluse, actually. I wasn't a big fan of casting in Elden Ring. I primarily was a Dex Int, but I didn't really use spells as much as I did, like, buffs to my weapons and stuff like that. And, like, Dex Int scaling weapons. Boo, magic OP. But Recluse is really fun. I actually enjoyed playing Recluse a little bit. I just... You know, every once in a while, she's fun to play. Sorry, main, I just don't vibe with it. Oh, look, the X-ray visor is back. But it looks different this time. Yeah, what is this? This is, a U, a Space Pirate U. Space Pirate H, Space Pirate 2, and a Space Pirate Pelvis. That is the last visor, I believe. Yep, and it's the only one that you get as an upgrade, because you start with the ship visor in this game. But yeah, everybody's got, like. Honestly, I don't think there's any character in Night Rain that I could objectively say makes someone kind of a nerd. I think they're all, like, pretty good. I think they're all fun and they all, like, you know, I can't get upset at any picks in Night Rain. I think they're all really well designed. Let me scan that little fucker. Thank you. This is what vibes the most with you, for sure. And there's also, like, no bad choices either. Pretty much every single character is good in some way. Even, like, Scholar I actually really fuck with. I'm typically not a fan of playing, like, as a support, but Scholar feels so nice. Scholar feels so very nice. I like the scanning. It's basically Scan Visor, the character. Oh god, it makes it so fun. I get to use my Metroid scanning addiction in Elden Ring. Oh look! They're showing us what the next beam does. 3 energy cores to supply power to the planet's defense shield. Ooh. Shaylesh. You know. Was that it? Is there not anything here? Anything else I can use in here? No? Just scans, I guess? Just normal attacks that could probably be overloaded with phase-on energy. Alright, it's another little area that I get to look at stuff. Nanoka. Hey guys! Of course! Well, yeah, I mean, I also kind of like play Wilder a lot just because of the fact that I,
This is Federation Trooper NZG-41. Can anyone read me? Over. Repeat, this is Federation... I'm transmitting on an encoded channel. I was taken prisoner during the attack on Norian, but I've managed to escape.
What?
I have information about how to bypass the acid rain and get through to the seed. I don't know how long I can evade capture. I'm transmitting my coordinates now.
Now, I'm not going to, like, go off on this dude. You know, it's definitely possible. But I was under the impression that space pirates didn't really take captives that aren't, like, people? I will admit, the X-ray visor in the first game was very cool, and I really fucked with the X-ray visor in the first game. I think this one is a lot clearer to tell what's going on, though. Especially after, like, what we saw with, like, the remake, that it was, like, darker and a little bit more fuzzy in the remaster, but... even still, like, I kind of like the look of this. It's like a mixture of the thermal visor and the X-ray visor in one. It's nice. It's nice. It's not bad. Indeed. And the one downside of being able to see your bones, like in the first game, is because you can't switch beams in this one, you can't see her hand switching positions to the other configurations. It's just all stuck the same. Oh, fuck. I wonder, do the space pirates perpetually have this visor on, or do they literally only use it to, like, do this? All they see is bones. You know, I wouldn't be surprised, but they also have an exoskeleton, so maybe they see themselves normally and then see everyone else all fucked up. They're like, damn, why do they look so thin? If I remember correctly, third floor we can't really, or second floor, wait, which was it? Hold on. It's second floor has the green doors where we did all this stuff, and get past the acid rain, and we need the... yeah, okay, I know what we need. Yeah. So they hate everyone because all they see is horrors. The entire galaxy just looks super fucked up to them for the most part. Anything that's not a bug or a crab looks like some horrendous eldritch abomination. Like, they're probably used to it, but I'd still think everything that wasn't, you know, themselves is freaky as fuck. Oh yeah, speaking of Elden Ring and stuff like that, I recently started playing, not recently, literally yesterday, I started playing No Rest for the Wicked because there was like a co-op beta going on right now, and my friends really wanted me to join in, and I'm having a fucking fantastic time with that game. It's the vibe that I get, especially because of the friendly fire. It's like playing a darker, more serious, and more like mechanically like a Soulsborne game, but the vibe is distinctly Magicka and Castle Crashers. It's, when you're playing with friends, it's just chaos. And it feels like you're just as spiteful to your friends as you are, or you're just as much of a problem to your friends as you are to enemies. Having to dodge your friends' attacks, or being able to actively fuck with your friends is very entertaining. I've not heard of this game. I think it's cool, and I like the fact that it's very stylized. It doesn't, like, it's not very realistic in terms of graphics. Mechanically, it's a top-down game, kind of like a bird's eye view, like you'd expect from Diablo. But it plays like a FromSoft game. Like the way that you attack and the way that you dodge stuff, it's very Soulsborne coded. It's honestly really well made. It is very chaotic. Like, if you're playing it alone, I don't think it's as chaotic, but if you're playing with friends, it gets very chaotic very quickly, and I think that alone makes it, like, really fun. I think the intended experience is to play with friends. I would avoid... maybe not avoid, but... yeah, I think it's gonna be a more fun experience with friends. Just because accidentally team killing each other might have a more fun reaction, or a stream game with friends to screw around. For the time being, I'm probably not gonna stream it. Especially because since it's still in beta and stuff like that, there's a lot of bugs and there's a lot of attempting to reconnect. But for now, I'm just kind of taking it as a chill game for whenever I'm not doing anything and friends just want to screw around. It's still early access, yeah. It's not out yet, like, fully. Subject appears to be part of a bioengineering experiment. This is interesting, too. This thing that they're doing, where they basically turn this fucking creature into a platform that they walk into and study. Because there's something very similar in Dread. And then you just get games with there out of those. Yeah, no, absolutely. My friends were, like, really enjoying it, and I said, fuck it, why not? I can give it a try. And, like, I don't intend to get invested into it until it fully comes out. I'm just kind of screwing around and just trying a bunch of random shit. So, but so far, I would recommend it once it's out, for sure. Another thing that's very much like FromSoft games is, like, weapon scalings and, like, stat scalings and stuff like that. It has very similar, like, things, where it has, strength, dex, int, faith, stamina, vigor, or, well, health, I guess. And it has an independent equip load stat that's separate, and it has an interesting mechanic with equip load, where being heavy or medium weight isn't straight up inting, even though the dodge is, like, quote-unquote weaker. It's more like, if you're heavyweight, you actually get access to a special ability, like a shoulder tackle, that instantly knocks most enemies on their ass. So if you want to be heavyweight, you're not inting because your dodge is worse. You are, you just have to play very differently and use that shoulder tackle to your advantage. It's very cool. It's very cool. I think it's very well thought out. And so far it seems to be leaning in all the right directions. Totally not an advertisement, and I'm not paid by them, by the way. I think I'm too small to be sponsored by anything. Though I wouldn't be against being sponsored. I'm not a sellout, I promise. I'm a pirate, yeah. Oh shit. Let me in! I'm a morally correct pirate. I steal from people who deserve it. Opium. Sure, Captain, sure. I swear. Wait, can I? Oh, I think I can. Oh, shit. Oh, no, it's really fucking weird, actually. I might not be able to. Nope, I can't. I need the spider for that. Alright, back here I go. As part of the crew, I should call also sus. I How dare you? How dare you? Do you want airlock? Do you want to go to the brig? Be punished for your transgressions? This is my signature, by the way, whenever I'm stealing. I just weld an S for show into your ship's systems. You'll know it was me. You'll know it was me. Pelvis. Hollow pelvis. Pelvis missing the top part. Really fucked up extra X. Doing these symbols, again, I've grown so accustomed to calling symbols really weird shit, because, like, our callouts and Destiny raids for symbols were always really fucked. I'm not gonna lie. We never used the actual callouts for them. Not fucking once. Whoops. I think my favorite one was upside down ice cream cone in the Vow of the Disciple raid. Wait. Can I? Not? Let me see if I can. Try... No, I can't. Damn. Nope, that's not happening. Okay. Like, the legit ones sometimes are hard to memorize. Yeah. Honestly, a lot of them can be hard to memorize. Especially, like, the darkness ones. Because, like, the Last Wish ones aren't that bad. Because you have, you know, you have Cloud Snake. You have, 8 Snake, or Infinite... Yeah, 8 Snake, Infinity Snake, Twin Snake. Those are pretty easy, and they're really easy to memorize. They're not too bad. Am I dumb? Am I actually not supposed to go back? Hold on a second. God, that thing is kind of big. That's a big fucking monster. But the Vow of the Disciple ones can definitely be really bad. Like, for example, I know it's called kill, but under what circumstances does kill look like... give you the impression of the word kill? It doesn't. There's also, like, give, which kind of makes sense. A lot... light and dark made sense. Those definitely made sense. Oh, I see, I see. There we go. Huh! Fuck! But I mean, eventually, like, I got used to those, and even then, like, I still call, like, the upside down ice cream cone, I still call it upside down ice cream cone, or just ice cream cone. Like, it's not... I love your concepts, Bungie, and I know they have a lore meaning, I don't give a fuck. Ice cream cone is ice cream cone, end of story. There's... Oh, yeah. Grieve. Grieve? We didn't call Grieve. That's the one with the hole in the chest. We called that one Cancer. Because it... it actually just... That was... Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like this, like we had the impression of, like, this, like, sickness in the chest, and we're just there like, oh, it's like a metastatic... cancer of, like, the lungs or some shit, and it was just, well, we know which one it is. Nah, it was bad, I think that's the most fucked up one that we had. I think the rest were pretty normal. Or, like, you know, ice cream cone was as normal as it gets. If it works, it works. Yeah, absolutely. There was, another one that kind of makes sense, that's very similar to the intended one, was Knowledge. We literally just call that one Brain. And it's because it is. It just looks like a fucking brain. No yeah, and, like, the knowledge is stored in the brain, but it's like... Brain gives me the image. I don't need to worry about it being a little bit more abstract than that. And it's fine. Hold on a sec. Oh, yeah, I'm going the wrong way. The Yap. Yeah, I think that's the most fucked up one that we had. Other than that, what else? What else were the other? Were there any more fucked up ones? Nah, I think that was the only one. I need to see, like, the rest of the symbols and remember what they were. There was a... Love, which is the pink one. Yeah, love is the pink one. I think we used to just call that one pink. And that's it. It was literally just pink. Ascendant plane one was plateau. There was a bunch. There was so many. There were so many. Like, if I look at the symbols, I can distinctly remember which ones they all are. I don't think it matters for the most part. It was literally just, what does it look like? What do we call it? What the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, you know what? I remember, because this shows their weak point. I got for you. Oh. I know there's, we called Garden Touchdown Jesus. Oh, that's good. That one's good. That's just good. Yeah. Oh, there was one that was like the, got one for you. Ah, no, you're good, you're good. We all have typos. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion. Not garden. You mean, worship? Yeah. Touchdown Jesus. What the I don't remember what we used to call worship, actually. Not what I meant to do. And then there was, like, the normal ones that was, like, obvious. Like, Witness was obviously Witness. The Hive Eyes one, we used to say it was Sabathoon. Granted, that one was, like, the actual one is Hive Eyes, but... Or Hive, but... Kill was basically Stab. Kill was the... I'm pretty sure Kill was the one that we called Ice Cream Cone. I like Touchdown Jesus, though. That's funny. If a bit long, it doesn't matter, just because it would, like... It definitely gets the image across. And I think that's definitely more important. There was... Red square, like the actual call-out is stop. We just called it square. I think that gets the point across since it was the only square one. Oh, look! Another cell. Say less. I'll take that. Don't mind if I do. Said Garden, though, no idea how I confused it. Yeah, because Garden was Black Garden, and there was Black Garden, and there was Ascendant Plane. We called Ascendant Plane Bowl. It was literally just bowl for us. And then Black Garden... I think we used to call Plateau. Oh, okay. I was technically new when I started with him in raid, so I was like, whoa. Oh yeah, that's right, you did it with us. Oh, no, hold on. You did the Final Shape raid with us, didn't you? You did, Edge of Did you do Edge of Salvation? Which one did you do with us? I can't remember. Did you do Vow or... Yeah, okay, no, yeah, you did the Final Shape one with us. Yeah. That one was fun. That one was really fun. I like that raid a lot. Edge of Salvation is so good. I love the mirror encounter, whatever it was. That one was so much fun. So much chaos. A lot of sweating but hunter carries. Hey! Hey! You're not wrong, but don't you dare talk shit about warlocks. Or titans, for that matter. Titans are... I love my crayon eaters. I wouldn't play one, but I love my crayon eaters. Oh boy, a hunter main. If it makes you feel any better, he is specifically a solar hunter that uses he uses fan of knives. Blade barrage. So he's not, you know, he's not one of the Gemini Jester PvP only sweats. Big booms. 5 big booms. Fan of knives. Blade barrage, blade barrage. Fan of knives is close enough. Not the same, obviously, but close enough. Technically speaking, the triple knife is called Fan of Knives, isn't it? Am I dumb? Auto cycling between floors. Can I not go up here? Well, I think I need Spider Magnet to continue. Might be... Oh, nope. Let me up! I'm so glad I don't just go somewhere else and take like an actual good long peek where I'm going before... Let's just go. Technically, I should be going that way first. Metroid Crash. Crash! Like the Gidyanki Crash! I missed a ton for Destiny. Honestly, even though you have, I would still say wait for D3. I just... What the fuck? Oh, shit. Wait. It's a top-down camera. Whoops. Yeah, I would still say just wait for D3, as unless you have, like, an active squad of 6 people willing to do a bunch of raids, I don't think it's... You know, like, I don't think it's worth playing alone. That's not that great. Unfortunately, yeah. The raids are definitely good. I will say the dungeons, not worth it. Evade, absolutely. What you said. The raids and the dungeons are definitely, like, the peak of Destiny 2 content, especially, like, at the moment. It's just such a shame that the rest of the game isn't. And, like, while I'm enjoying Renegades and I really like the dungeon, I just... As always, I just can't, in good conscience, recommend the game to someone else. Especially since it's, like... Every MMO out there makes it so that if you buy the most recent expansion, you get all the previous expansions with it. Why is Destiny the only one that doesn't do that? The answer is... the greed spoken of in the Bible. Real shame. I hope with D3 they make it so that, you know, you follow the other model of MMOs... and not make it extremely prohibitive. It's like, you're not gonna get new players to buy all the old expansions anyways, in, like, with that, so you're not gonna get their money regardless. You're just not encouraging people to buy it, so, like, why the fuck would you even... Why wouldn't you switch to a mode that makes people actually want to buy the expansion? It's just... It just makes more sense logically. Damn it. Need Spider Magnet for the stuff I need now. Excuse me. User experience was horrible. It's been horrible because they made a new user experience, and then after like a year, they gave up on it. Meanwhile, League of Legends is revamping the entire game in 2027. Like, they already told us they're going to do, like, they're working on a full revamp with modernized visuals, new gameplay mechanics. They're doing new clients. They're doing a completely new player experience to bring people into the game. And they said they don't want to make League of Legends 2 with good reason. They have like 160 plus champions. Make League of Legends 2 and you're going to lose mains for champions you didn't include, or have to wait until you get to like re-release of the champion. Like, don't pull a Smite 2. It just makes no sense. No!
Stars, it's you. I thought I was a dead man. I think I can help you get to the seed. As I'm
Okay.
sure you know, the path to the seed entrance is exposed to the acid rain. However, I've seen the pirates using a special...
You can technically make a 2 by making a 2.0 version. Absolutely. I think for games like League, where their size, like the sheer scale of the game because of like champions or whatever, making a completely new game with the same thing of Overwatch, yeah. What sucks is everybody actually did want Overwatch 2 to be a completely new game, but Blizzard said, nah, we just make it a patch, and fuck you. We made almost everything worse. And then gave up on the PvE anyways. So it's like, all of that just to betray your player base, whatever. And it's never recovered.
I even know a back entrance to that location, but we'll need your help activating the lift that takes us there. We've got to engage the security lever.
I think Smite 2 made more sense than Overwatch 2. I think Smite 2 was actually a good idea on paper. Mainly because... Why are you the only one that got captured? Where are the others? How come you're the only one who got captured? Anyways. Smite 2 made more sense because it was completely like, you know, it was an engine update, they were redoing things. It made sense in the sense that, like, the new engine allows them to do more creative things and do, like, more interesting things. Sus Trooper, indeed. Very sus. Why are you alone? How come they didn't kill you while, like... I thought you were in
We've got to engage the security levers simultaneously.
Where's the other one? Oh.
I'll call out the instructions. We must synchronize our movements or the security clamps won't release. Are you ready?
Oh.
Pull. Remember, Samus, we
Oh my
have
God.
to synchronize our moves.
I thought I pulled!
Let's try again. I'll call out the instructions. We must synchronize our movements or the security clamps.
Okay, I don't need to re-listen to the instructions every fucking time.
Pull. Twist. Push. Let's get going.
I like this trooper. I like the concept of having, like, helping this trooper out and stuff like that. It's very interesting. Well, not very interesting. It's one of those things that, while it does remove a little bit of, like, the, oh, I'm alone, I'm isolated Metroid thing, it also makes sense given the context of the situation. And I don't think every little part of Metroid needs to have the isolated feeling, but, you know, this is done in moderation, so it feels nice. Sus Trooper, indeed!
You know, you should never trust strangers, Sammy.
I don't think she trusted.
But
She knew. Otherwise, you would have caught her ass. Get away! Hey, wait a minute. Excuse me? Why are you copying a bunch of space pirates, you narc? Copy something a little more threatening. Yep. Though to be fair, I feel the least bad about Gondreda because she's kind of a bitch. No! How could you? I can fix her, my guy, and I get called the freaky one. Steven! Not. You did this to me! You know what? You know what? I'm doubling down. You can fix her. I believe. I'm encouraging you. You got my support, buddy. I'm here for you. Fix her. Make her less of a bitch. Then I'll feel bad about killing her. Ow. Come on, you purple freak. Stop copying our friends. Ah! Ow. From all of them, only Ronda's had the biggest willpower. It's kind of. She still helps us. She's still been helping us. It's just, at the end of the day, the only one who's able to overpower Dark Samus is Samus. So, you have to remember, because Dark Samus has Samus's DNA, like, Samus is OP. Samus is a force of nature. The fact that Dark Samus has her DNA, and to some degree parts of her intelligence, means... Like, come on. Imagine trying to overpower Samus in your mind. I know I couldn't. I fold. I will sit in Samus's ship, do what she tells me to do, and call her mommy eventually. Probably. Leave me alone. You copy me and the best you can do is boost ball like the boost ball guardian? Actually, no, that's smart. The boost ball guardian beat me. She just copied you, yeah. But notice, she copied me without the Phazon suit. She's trying to boost ball guardian me. Nice try though, Chozo Tech can't be copied that easily. I also haven't let her do a specific attack that I'm sure Steven would love if I let her do. Smiley face. Should I let her do it? Should I let her? Come on, get over here. Do it. Do it, you bitch. Do the attack. She's not doing it. Wait, she's actually just straight up not doing it. Oh, there we go. Get off me, you bitch! I just keep playing, I have to go soon, sadly. Like I said. Listen, man. We all have our weaknesses. We all have our weaknesses. There's always a way to make someone fold. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll take one more turn. But we're making good progress. Like we're pretty good on pacing so far. I'm not upset. There it is. And they all asked for help at the end because they were still fighting back. But Rundus's is the worst because he actively tries to fight. The others just ask you for help at the end. Unfortunately for Steven, we can't fix Gandrada if she's dead. My bad, coach. I tried my best. I couldn't save her for you. Someday you'll have to forgive me, it had to be done. The Gundrusi was not meant to be! Now, I'm just saying, I'm not implying anything, don't take it too seriously, but if Dark Samus hadn't taken her, she's still warm. I'm just saying. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you very much. You guys make me happy. I stream for you. Unfortunate that the only female hunter that we've seen other than Samus is Gandrada, because Prime Hunters did not have one. They were all dudes. Dudes with problems, mind you. That was good. What was the stupid meme about Godzilla that I was gonna say it about, I think it's Spire, or at least a couple of the ones from from Hunters, where it's like no dick, no balls, and no butthole because this dude feeds off of radiation. And it all has the Vine Boom sound effects. I think that that counts for Spire at least. Dude's a rock. I don't think they fuck. I think they procreate through mitosis. The Gandrada fight is so cool too. I like mimic boss fights where they kind of make you fight like someone who clones stuff. I particularly like it when it's intended to be like, oh, you're fighting yourself. The mimic tier boss fight in Elden Ring was really good. I actually really enjoyed it because it doesn't just copy like some base version of the player with like a specific weapon. It just straight up copies your weapon, your spells, everything you have equipped, it copies. Now, you can cheese it. If you haven't, you can cheese it by walking into the arena with nothing equipped and then equipping everything as you're fighting it, and all it's going to try to do is punch you. Did I do that? No, because I actually wanted to be entertained, and also because I didn't realize it was the Mimic tier boss fight as I was walking up to it. Even though I knew that the Mimic tier existed at that point, because someone told me. But yeah, I love Mimic boss fights. I love testing myself against myself. As long as the AI is good, anyways. Otherwise, it just feels like beating a... I feel... If the AI isn't good, I feel bad. If the AI isn't good, I feel kind of bad, because I feel like I'm beating a mentally crippled version of myself. And it's just, they're like, damn. Oh. Well, that's a problem. Well, I'm going to go grab the spider magnet. We gotta go back to Elysia. The Mimic tier in the Elden Ring was definitely, like, very well coded. That thing, especially... and granted, the enemy version was coded the same as the one that you can summon, but, like, the AI for it is actually really, really good. With the exception of, like, boss fights like Malenia, where it will just tank the Waterfowl Dance and heal Malenia for free. It was actually a pretty good AI. And which is why they nerfed the shit out of it, because having the stats it did, plus having a good AI, meant that it was free as fuck. Also, just to point something out, I think the implication of this is that all three of these planets are in the same solar system, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I think Norion didn't have intelligent life, and the Galactic Federation came in and occupied it, but then Brio and Elysia both had... Elysia had an alien presence, the Elysians were uplifted by the Chozo, and then Brio were all... The Brionians were also uplifted by the Chozo, so it's like... Chozo presence. Just think they didn't fight each other for dominance over the system. The thing is, I think the Elysians were uplifted by the Chozo, but they're not from Elysia. I think they came there, but the Brio, remember, they nuked themselves back into the Stone Age. So there's a good chance that the Elysians weren't in this solar system until the Brians were like back to caveman status. Could be. Don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure the implication says that it's all in the same solar system. Dude, look how cool the blue looks on this suit. Tachanka! Yes, sir! Now, I was told... Yes, Powerworks is where I gotta go, I believe. Because I have the upgrade now. And the closest way to the Powerworks is actually where I landed. Not bad. Not bad, show. Not bad at all. I took a wild guess and I succeeded. Also, we have more missiles than we did at the end of Prime 2. So, kind of goes to show that I think Prime 2 had the most hidden side up... Oh my fucking god. Had the most hidden side upgrades of the three. Like, you definitely had to go out of your way to get the side upgrades into a lot of the time. And... yeah, I mean... Not terrible. Not like a bad thing. It's just... Show. Hehe. I'm very punny. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I went the right way. I'll admit that not every time I say a show pun, it's intended. It'll be a pun-intended joke, but... it works, honestly. I made the right choice in picking my name. Well, my parents did. They just could have never guessed I would have been such a goober. I'm spinning so much, what the fuck? Born a goober, die a goober. Live by the sword, die by the sword. This world will not take my goobiness from me. No matter what horrors I am presented with, I will remain a gooner. I mean goober. Yo. To be fair, it's not a lie. So room operations. Fallen gear appears movable, cannot get enough leverage to pull from this angle. Nonsense, I get leverage here. Where am I pulling it to, actually? Isn't it? Shouldn't it be up there? Okay, yeah. Easy. If he ain't freaky, he is edgy. And if I'm not edgy... What was it? What was the way they describe, what are the two orc gods? What are their names again? Fuck. From Warhammer. The first one is brutal but cunning, and the other is cunning but brutal. And instead, it's show. I can either be Gork and Mork. There we go, there we go. I am either edgy but freaky, or freaky but edgy. Gork and Mork. I love that. I love the orcs, dude. My favorite mushrooms. Well, maybe not my favorite, but they're definitely up there. Oh, shit. Well, I suppose this is my exit path. Wow! That's not it. Keep writing the orcs and Warhammer and fungus. Ah! It's so weird, because, okay, so technically didn't the orcs, like, devolve from something else? They were like they had a different name. I forgot what it was. The Krorks or something like that, was it? Ooh, that's a little close. Was it Krork? It's something like that. I'm not the best at Warhammer lore. All I know is Skaven and eat cheese. I mean Warpstone. No Skaven in 40k, why live? I'm pretty sure I hear an upgrade. Ah, well. Might be losing my mind again. The voices. Treat both as different but similar. I mean, yeah, I just... Regardless of which it is, my lore knowledge of Warhammer and 40k is definitely not as extensive as, say, like StarCraft or Metroid. Definitely not Metroid. I'm pretty superficial on both, but I do enjoy them regardless. I think they're very cool. Anyways, my clan rats are going after you and they're going to kill you. Assuming they don't betray me. I am, Squeak Rhymetail. And you will take my Ice Plague upon you. Stolen directly from World of Warcraft's Frost Decays. Frost Fever. Smeech. Oh my god, that's so scary. The boost ball and the magnet together sometimes are fucking horrifying the way they interact. Maybe it's just me and being like very slightly off angle, but as long as I'm alive, right? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I didn't kill myself, it's fine, it's fine. I didn't launch myself off an edge into the abyss. I could've just dropped. Alright, let's get out of here. We need a dip. Who the fuck are you? Why are you here? Alright. Have a good one, bro. Thank you for joining. And I'll definitely finish next stream. We're like very close to the end.
Samus, this is Admiral Dane.
Oh my god, hi Dane.
Ordered the Federation fleet to walk to the pirate homeworld and begin the invasion.
Sir, I don't even have like a way to the seed
We
yet.
took the fight to them. We'll contact you when we're ready to commence our assault.
I'm definitely not finishing today. I don't think I have time. Because I still need a couple more batteries and the last upgrades on the pirate ship. Later. I may actually stop, rather than doing 3 hours today, I may do 2.5, just so that I have like a good chunk of time for the next stream. Because we're definitely like in the last push at this point. Just missing the Valhalla and the last... Oh, actually, I might finish today. I'm not sure anymore. The Gundressy got him in the end, he will be missed. Ooh. Poor man. I don't think I'm gonna finish today. I think specifically because of the fucking batteries. But I already have so many of them. I've already gotten 6. Shit. Am I gonna finish? I've gotten 2 from the Pirate Homeworld. 1 from Skytown. 1 from Norion. Which ones am I missing? If I knew which ones I was missing, I might be able to pick them up quickly. Well, I might have gotten the scan logs, actually. I'll check that real quick. Ooh, let's see if I finish. Logbook. That's not the logbook I meant. Research. Acid rain. Energy cells. Recorded in your logbook. Okay. Where? Is it GF data? Oh, I'm missing 2 from the GF. Interesting. I think the others are in the Valhalla. 2 that I'm missing for that. Objectives. It should be in research, shouldn't it? plant kinetic orb cannon. Maybe not. Is it inventory? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, I'm missing. Okay, I don't know where these two are, but I do know where this one is. Brio, hidden fuel gel pumping station. Let me try to get these. Let me try to get these. Oh my fucking god. I think it's in my best interest to try to get those because I think I might be like on the verge of finishing at this point. There's one in Brio. I'm pretty sure there's one more in Elysia, and the last one is in the Pirate Homeworld. So I should probably get those. Yeah, I keep pressing escape by accident, so it's like, do you want to quit the emulation? I'm like, no! No, I don't! Okay, Brio is in hidden place. Hidden. Let's go to here. I think... Hold on. Okay, if I remember correctly... Hidden court is here. So, let me check, because I'm pretty sure this is the one that requires me to do, like, ship lifting nonsense. So, we'll check that out real quick. Then go to Elysia for the other one, and the last one is in the pirate place, so I can just keep moving. Ah!
The Federation Armada is not...
Okay, I'm aware.
Assault, but we need you to disable this... Unit 2-4, here are the coordinates.
I love the fact that they keep repeating it even after having given me the coordinates. Like, I know. I don't need it repeated. I'm trying to do other objectives at the same time. Because I'm pretty sure once I do the seed for Pirate Homeworld, there's not enough for, like, a solo stream left. So I don't think it'll be worth it to try to go into, like, one more stream. Hidden court. Am I in hidden? Okay, I am in hidden court. Hidden court. Yep. And it's right up there. Which means... Hidden courts. Yep, right there. Which I'm not carrying an object suitable for this. Okay. So... if it's there, and I'm missing... What am I missing? Okay, there's something I gotta pick up. Wait, I see an upgrade over there. Search. The frick? Balls of fire. Oh. On. If I go to the world, left side air dock, Thorn Jungle. Where would it be? It wasn't the head, because the head is different. Theseus, crash site, All of the golems. Colossus Vista. Oh, these are connected. I could go through here. Oh, there's something here. Maybe it's that? Let me get this little upgrade right next to me, though. Oh, that's why. Missile? Missile. Okay, so now we go the other way and try to see if we can grab those other upgrades, because I think one of them might be referring to what we need. So, which way was it? I think it's through the fire and flames? No. The fuck is this? Fuel gel pool. Well, there's something there. It could be that, but I want to go to this one here because I just haven't explored it at all. And I'm pretty sure that might be what I'm missing. So... the Fire and Flames Dragon Force? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. God, that song fucks so hard. I would try singing it, but I don't want to ruin your ears and, like, ruin your opinion of the song and of me, so, yeah. Oh. Idol show arc when I learn how to sing properly. It's like, I can do some songs okay, I guess, but like, ooh. Ooh, buddy. I can try. I would just like having a teacher to, you know, teach me how to sing. Time to get good at singing. Yeah. I'll attempt it at some point. I swear. I will try. I will try at some point. Eventually. Open the way, Mr. Gollum. Oh. That's not what I thought it was going to be. Holy shit, it's for an upgrade. That's not what I thought this was going to be for, but I guess we're getting that. Oh, you son of a bitch. You actual, genuine son of a bitch. Do it again! Do it again, see what happens. What the fuck? Bro's freaky with his mouth, man. Thank God, holy fuck. Why are you so tanky? Oh, bastard. Oh. I feel so close. Let me in. Ow, 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 my arm. Damn, I definitely don't envy Samus in a lot of ways. I can't imagine having your arm lifted up all the time for the freaking arm cannon. She could, probably choke me out real fucking easy. Don't quote me on that. Don't clip me on that. Yo. It's that time of the day, bro. It's always that time of the day. Shit. Oh, wait a minute. Can I? Giant impact. No, I need head for this. Fuck. Okay, so I guess I gotta go the long way. Jesus. So I do need to go through the other side, which is really unfortunate. But... easiest way would just be... yeah, through the other... Jesus. We gotta make a trek. Gotta make a good old long walk. Get out of my way. I don't want you dead. I just want you out of the way. Given the fact that the Galactic Federation has outposts on each of these planets, I assume they've been in this solar system for quite a bit. I mean, they were obviously doing research, or I don't know. Maybe they were helping the Brians. Is it Thorn Jungle that I need to go to? I didn't check which one I needed to go to. Hold on. It's Thorn Jungle, yeah. What if the Galactic Federation helped the Brians restore their civilization? What if they actually did? The Chozo sure as shit can't do it anymore. They're all nearly extinct. The very few that remain aren't exactly going out of their way to help people anymore. They're just kind of sitting in isolation. I just realized, are all those circles in the sky supposed to be like moons? Does Brio have like 4 moons? I never paid attention to that detail. Does Brio have multiple moons? Might just be like weird cloud formations. I don't know. I need a better view of the skybox. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, buddy. Yeah, so these... Let me see if I get a red one. No. No red? Ah! They're still chasing me! It's a lot of moon. Yeah, it does feel like it's 4, which is, quite frankly, a lot. Red? No red. Imagine the tides. Yeah, they're probably super fucked, bro. Or maybe having multiple moons stabilizes the tides. That's kind of possible. There it is. See? There's red ones. Rare strain of corporeal energy, vulnerable to phazon-based attacks. Ow. I wish there was another way to deal with these other than the phazon beam, because my energy tanks are not happy. This is a safe station? No, this was... Oh no, it is a safe station. Why isn't it showing S over the thing? Damn it! I need to... Fuck. I need to see. I need to know. But yeah, I feel like 4 moons with like relatively consistent orbits might stabilize the tide some. But then again, if they all overlap at some point, the tides are probably cooked as shit. Can you imagine? Well, it also, I guess, depends on the mass of the moons, wouldn't it? Because if all 4 together don't have the same mass as our moon, then it wouldn't matter. And I guess distance from the planet and all that jazz. Left. I love the fact that giving you the small puzzle of where the fuel cells are is entirely based off of the single word that they give you. Hi. Little bastard. Let me in! Please! No pirates? Huh. Ain't that curious.
Data received.
This might be a problem. Stored away, stored away, stored away. Okay. What? I think this is the thing we need, I believe. But I'm almost certain that... Oh no, I can't even go back because I would have to fly back. Oh shit. What the fuck? Thanks for the energy tank. I guess. Oh my god! Huh? How would I... How do I... Excuse me? Am I missing something here? What? Oh, I think I fucked this up. I think I have to do the other side first, somehow. I need the fucking head. God damn it! Yeah, I did this out of order. Ah! Where the fuck is the head? Where was it? Oh, I think I remember where the head is. Yeah, I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it. It was like in a pool of fuel gel. Oh, I cooked this so hard. I'm so sorry. This is a waste of fucking time. I love doing shit out of order. Can I not put it down? Oh, it doesn't let me put it down. Uh-oh. Shit. Oh, I think I know how to put it down, actually. I need head, bros. I need head, bros. Without head, I can't move forward. Okay, well, at least I got the order correct now. I know how to do it now. I remember. It'll make sense. I promise it'll make sense. I'm not just being sus for no reason. Well, that was a scary lag. Alright, I have two actual options. I either stop here and do the rest tomorrow, or I finish it all today. Because I'm at the point where I literally only need 3 batteries left. I know where 2 of them are. And after I get those batteries, it's literally the last section of the Pirate Homeworld and we're done. Because there is quite literally a single upgrade left. Well, I'm lying. It's not a single upgrade. It's 2 upgrades. I would say I probably, including the batteries, I think we have like 2 to 3 hours left. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not completely sure, so like I don't want to like straight up lie to you. But if I stop here, I'm definitely finishing tomorrow. Like 100% definitely finishing tomorrow. Regardless of how long it takes. My concern is that if I get all the batteries today, tomorrow's gonna be a short stream. Which, if you're okay with that, if I just get these 2 batteries today and then call it there, then tomorrow is getting the last 2 upgrades in Pirate Homeworld, fighting the boss, and then fighting the final boss, which might be like an hour-ish. Hour-ish, hour and a half. We're literally in the last stretch. Yeah. Because I think for the last battery, I need the last 2 upgrades. I'm so sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. Usually I turn my head. That one kind of caught me by surprise. And the battery that I'm currently doing is the one that takes the longest. The other 2 should be relatively quickly. Alright, I think that's going to be the plan, even if tomorrow's a little bit shorter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the battery here, the other battery in Elysia, and then leave the last battery and the last segment for tomorrow. But I will admit, it's not going to be that long. I think at tops, it'll be an hour and a half. Which I'm okay with. I'm okay with. This is where the head is. Fuel gel pool. Yeah, this is where the head is. To get there, it's blue door, orange door. Okay, blue door, orange door. Ow. Also, I hear an upgrade right where I'm at. Of course. Of course I missed a free energy tank here. Why wouldn't I have? Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I guess one of the reasons you almost gave me a heart attack with fall damage, but there is no fall damage. Samus's legs are really strong. It's like Portal. Her suit is genuinely broken. The Varia suit is very OP. In no small way. The Varia suit is genuinely one of the most OP things in this entire universe. It progressively gets faster. Oh, look, there's the battery right there. There it is. See, I told you we need head.
Data received.
There is a really bad downside to what we're doing right now. I'm going to have to go all the way back around again. Doing it the way that I did, I kind of cooked it a little bit, but that's the only reason it's gonna take so long. Cause I'm a moron. Pounds and pounds of beef. Okay, now that we have this, we need to take it to the other place. Turn the dial, go back to the ship, go to the other dock. It is here. So it's the blue door in front of us. Ball. Huh! Spring Ball's so useful. I love Spring Ball. Look how quickly I can move. This is why I like Prime 3 in general, and why Prime 3 definitely feels faster than 1 and 2. It's not just that there's less content, rather the movement is better. The game feels faster, and I think that's a good thing, because it's not so fast that you're like blind, like just speed running through everything, but it doesn't feel as slow as the first game where like the movement feels kind of, you know, like very... I guess the mouse aiming helps too, but... That's why I like Prime 3 so much. The movement feels great, it feels faster than the other two, and it's not like excessively fast. Alright, you big old thing, open the way for me. Easy. And then from here, we do this. I want to see if it lets me do the thing on the other side from underneath. Let's take a let's try it. I'm not losing that much time by just checking. Let's see if it lets me. I think that's a new. Yep, that's a definite no. It does, and the same thing is true for the 2D games. Like, as they made the games, they made them progressively faster, which I know people like. Again, it's not my intent to shit on Super Metroid. I don't think Super Metroid is a bad game by any means. I think it's a phenomenal game. It's just not my preferred game because I feel like it's too slow. And it like Super Metroid is the Metroid speedrunners game. I like Super Metroid. The ambience is great. The bosses are great. Like, a lot of it is fucking amazing, even for like the casual player. But they've definitely sped up Metroid intentionally. They've definitely wanted it to feel faster, to make Samus feel faster. And I like that. Overall, I like the faster pacing of Samus. I do like taking my time and exploring the environments, but I think there's a for the 2D games, Dread feels really good. I think Dread feels the best out of the 2D games. For 3D, where you're doing more scanning, right, and you're like you're working on the environment a little more, and you have a little bit more, you know, you have like the fully three-dimensional puzzles and stuff like that. I think it makes sense for it to be slower than Dread. But I believe Prime 1 was intended to feel like Super Metroid, and to me that was too slow. I like the pacing of 3. I definitely like the pacing and the movement of 3, and how like the spring ball makes puzzles a lot, morph ball puzzles a lot more fluid. And I think the speed, the reason why I like the speed is because of the fluidity, right? I feel like if it's too slow, it feels, you know, like Super Metroid, to me it feels a lot like being in molasses the entire time, or like being underwater without the gravity suit the entire time, and to me that doesn't feel great. But people like it. That I just don't. I don't think it's objectively bad. I don't think it's objectively bad design. It's definitely just preferential. But overall, I've liked the direction that Metroid has gone towards overall in terms of like the pacing. I do wish the Metroid games were longer. You know, like the slow style is also good, but it's also an older generation gameplay thing. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And at the end of the day, I think it's just preference. I don't think either is objectively better than the other. Oh my god, what the fuck? I don't think either's objectively better than the other. I just like the faster gameplay, and you can especially see that because I really like Hollow Knight. I really like Hollow Knight, and Hollow Knight moves very quickly. Well, not very quickly, but it moves. I don't notice the difference. Yeah, that's fair. But I also think, like, Metroid and Doom are very different games, and they should retain, like, different identities. I just don't think making Metroid Prime faster is going to make it so similar to Doom that they're indistinguishable. But, if they did make Metroid Prime like Doom, I wouldn't complain that much, to be honest with you. It just... when you have the scan visor and you really want to be scanning everything, I just don't think it makes sense for it to be that fast. I think if they gave Samus like some sort of an air dash forward in Prime, it would do a lot. It would do a lot for quickening the pace, and having like some sort of a melee counter. That alone would probably make this game feel faster without actually making the movement faster. Fuck! I was so close. Okay, I need to let go of, like, the fucking arrow keys. Okay, okay, almost got it. I got it. It's not the streamer debuff. For this time, it's actually just the, it's literally just, like, the mouse and keyboard movement. If you keep holding it, it will adjust, like, your positioning, which makes it really bad. the yap debuff. No, I promise you it's just the mouse and keyboard movement. I promise you. Left side, okay. Almost there. But yeah, that being said, my one wish for Metroid as a whole is that I really do think they need to be longer. I think these games being like $60, $70 each, and like, while I'm still gonna play them because I love Metroid and I enjoy the experience and I play them multiple times, I think compared to something like Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight Silksong, which have like... Hollow Knight 1 was like a 20-hour game. Hollow Knight Silksong can be up to... For me, it was 45 hours, and I 100%ed the... I quote-unquote 100%ed. Because I got all the upgrades and shit, but I didn't get, like, the Hunter's Journal completely. Yeah, I think in general Nintendo wants Metroid games to be accessible, so they don't want them to be too long. It's just kind of a shame that, like, indie Metroidvanias tend to be longer. Because, and I think Hollow Knight Silksong, yeah, exactly. It's more so the price based off of the length of the game. And, you know, the fact that, to me, if Metroid Prime games were like 20 to 30 hours long, I think that would be like perfectly fine. Ideally for me, it could be up to 40 hours. For 100%ing, if I could get 40 hours out of Metroid game, I think that'd be amazing. I think that would be perfect. I don't think Nintendo's ever gonna get to that point. I don't think they want to. And I think that's a shame. But at the same time, it's like, at the end of the day, I'm going to be playing the Metroid games regardless. And if there's one thing that I'm gonna shell out the money for, it's Metroid. But that's me. I don't expect everyone to have the same mindset as me. But like, I'm also sure that most people have something that they'll pay literally any price for that one thing. Everybody has their let's call their money dump. Again, I just have a lot of wishes for Metroid as a series. You know, I wish it had more spin-offs that had different gameplay styles, that didn't revolve around Samus, allowed the studios to explore more of Metroid without making Samus's core games feel not Metroid-y. I wish they were longer, etc, etc. Like our friend Chef with his gacha games. Okay, but a gacha game and a not gacha game are two completely different things, right? Like, shelling out money for a gacha game is a vice. Like, at that point, it's a vice. At that point, it's just a straight up vice. Am I dumb? Wait. No, I'm not. Over here. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Am I? Yeah, at that point, you're gambling. Listen, I'm not a fan of gambling. There is no world in my head where I can justify gambling. But, like, there is innocuous, harmless ways to do it. Gacha games is not fucking it. Gacha games is not it. And to be honest with you, I just think that gambling has become such a pervasive mechanic in video games that it's genuinely detrimental and genuinely harmful. Especially, like, with how prevalent gambling ads are also, like, in the US and stuff like that. It's not it. It's just not it. Gambling is bad. Unless they have a good story, but you just need to evade the gambling part. Yeah, with Nikkei and Girls Frontline, I literally didn't... The only thing I paid money for in Nikkei was more wedding... Not Nikkei. In Girls Frontline was more wedding rings to have more wives. And that's specifically because Peritya, Klukai, and Niketa are some of the best goddamn gacha characters I've ever seen in my life, and I wish they were real. Nikita especially, because she reminds me a lot of Samus. Surprise, surprise! My favorite gacha game characters are similar to Samus. I know they're just guns, but is there a world where a man and a gun can make a family? My favorite gun wife. Now, I may be stupid, but I have an idea. Fuck! Gentlemen, I may not have a brain, but I have an idea. What? How do I get up there again? I think I do have to just go there, huh? Thirsty? Okay, but to be fair, thirsty for one type. At the very least, I'm consistent in my type. Right? Like, I'm not completely insane. And just be like, oh yeah, no, I'm thirsty for all of them. No, 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 I have a type. I have a type. And I will not be dissuaded from that type. It is a very good type to have. I am loyal to my type. Let's put it that way. I'm loyal to my my fictional 2D/3D CG wives. Whoops. My pixels on a screen that will never actually be able to reiterate my feelings. I'm going the right way, right? There was a quicker way. I am going the wrong way. Directionally challenged, Captain. Don't put me in the pilot's seat. Actually, don't put me in the navigation. Don't. I'm not a navigator. Don't do that. We'll be cooked if we do that. Which way was it again? It is through the other blue one. Yeah, I think once I get the other battery, I'll call it there. And then next stream will be the last one. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm also gonna hit the 3-hour mark by the time that I get the other batteries, so I think that's perfect. This is not the right blue door. It is pretty good progress, and I think I paced myself pretty well. I think where I screwed up so that it wasn't like consistently length streams is doing the 4-hour one yesterday. Because I think if I didn't do that one, then tomorrow's stream would have been like appropriate length. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe tomorrow ends up being at least 2 hours. If it's 30 minutes to 1 hour... Dude, I don't even have the last beam yet. I think just getting the last beam alone is going to be 30 minutes. That, and I also need the hazard suit, which I think I get that before the last beam. Okay, I think I know. If I remember correctly, the last battery in Elysia should be near where I got the boost ball, which I don't remember which site that was. I should check that first. Okay, if I remember correctly, we go here, here, over here, over there. Okay, so the boost ball was not here, obviously. So, not landing site A. Boost ball was... Where was it? Borealis? No. Boost ball was... not here. Construction bay? It should have been here, wasn't it? Ballista, yeah, down here. This is the boost ball. I'm pretty sure the last battery is somewhere in this section. The question is, I think it might be out here. I remember seeing it, but yeah. Not landing site A, should be main docking. Is it main docking? Because this is fucking split off now. We don't have the spire anymore. Spire's gone. Balls. That does make it a little... Oh no, I can do landing site A, actually. Yeah, I can do landing site A. It's actually still closer, I just need to... Spent a whole 2 minutes just looking for where I need to go. Crazy. Yeah, unfortunately, the collection of the, like, bro lacking in efficiency. What do you mean? It's planning. Planning always takes the longest, let's be honest. You spend a lot of time planning so that you can cut down the time actually doing stuff. Look, because let's face it, if I went the other way, I would have taken longer anyways. And then the last battery, I'm pretty sure, is after I have all the upgrades. Because usually, that's what they do. You cannot get the last artifact slash key slash battery until you have the last thing. Bet you guys $20 Prime 4 has an artifact thing at the end as well, where it's like, oh, you gotta collect 9 of these. I guarantee you, I promise you, it's gonna have it. I'm good. If there's one thing Retro Studios will continue to do, is keys. Alright, now from here, it should be the one on the opposite side of me. But it's even more complicated than the other ones. I don't know. I think it'll just have to do with the psionics. I think it'll just be like psionic puzzles and stuff like that in order to get the keys. Ew. Crash for a moment with the boxes, yeah. Bro, if they do it that way, I will actually hide me some keys, brother. Give me booze and hide my keys. I feel like that was that could have been a problem. Huh? Okay, it works fine. Cool. Now, I'm almost certain. You son of a bitch. Can I suck you? Thanks for the health, idiot. Suck. suck! Oh yeah, so, I know they gave the suck power from Gandreda in this game, but if you ever do get a chance to play Dread, you'll find out that, thanks to the story of Fusion, Samus has Metroid DNA, starting with Fusion, and, to put it... What the fuck? You would, you son of a bitch. Thanks to having Metroid DNA, Samus is capable of sucking. Both in Prime and in the 2D games. So, canon, Samus is great at sucking. Which, hell yeah, brother. Hell to the fuck yeah, brother. Couldn't have phrased it any better. Absolutely not. Not one fucking bit. What the hell? Just go down. Where's this go? Have I made a mistake? No. No, I haven't. What the fuck? You know, melting these probably makes this fight way easier. Another freaky moment. But would you not be excited for it? Oh, you know what? Okay, so I was just here. Cool. There it is. Free battery. Give me that. Alright, now I just need to go back to my ship. We get to go back to the pirate homeworld, save there, and we'll call it there for today. And with hella good timing. Which means I will say I probably will not stream on Monday. I'm gonna take that day to pack my bags and get ready for my trip and all that shit, so I'm just glad I'm finishing before Monday. And then push comes to shove, or not push comes to shove, but ideally... So next week I will likely will not be streaming at all, but the week after there's a good chance. Yeah, the week after there's a good chance that I'll stream once or twice. I'm not sure what days yet, but yeah, I would just say the week after Christmas, just around... I'd probably stream earlier than normal. Probably like midday instead. Midday EST. If I do, I'll try to make a post ahead of time, just so that it shows up on your, like, notifications so that you guys can see it. But, if you can't catch it, no worries. Same as usual, I'll be here regardless. If you can catch it, nice. But if you can't, legitimately not an issue with me. Ow! Hell yeah, and if I do stream the week after Christmas, it very likely will be Prime 4. Most likely, so I do hope you guys are able to catch it, but we'll talk about it more tomorrow. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. I love seeing my ship. I think one way to compromise between the ship system and like the being able to move between any area, quote unquote, or any elevator to any elevator the way that you have like the ship, I think a good compromise for it is to have some areas that you can't dock in and you can only take the elevator through them. So like for example, the east side of, let's use Prime 1 as an example. The east side of Phazon or Phendrana Drifts is like in a cavern, so you can't land a ship there. And it goes to the west side of Magmore Caverns, but you can land the ship on the east side of Magmore Caverns or the west side of Phendrana Drifts. Or, for example, another good example... I need to figure out which one I want to land in. Another good example would be, like, maybe you have one area that you just can't land the ship in, or you can't access through the ship at all, or, like, through the motorcycle, in this case, in Prime Force case, right? So you have this entire area that you can only traverse normally, and it connects two areas to each other, and you can only access them through those elevators. I think that's a good compromise. You have the best of both worlds, and you still have like a decent fast travel system, so that you don't have to backtrack through the long ways. And obviously Dread did like the backtracking stuff like really well. Research station is... Alpha, okay. Landing site Alpha. I think there's ways to do a compromise. I definitely think there's ways that they can do it that satisfies everybody. I think Silksong did it really well. And, like, one of the reasons why I don't really see people, like, I don't understand the complaints that much of, like, the ship being able to take you from one area to the next. As, like, I get the argument. Don't get me wrong. I do get the argument. But what I don't really... I don't think it matters that much in the grand scheme of things. Most Metroidvanias have a fast travel system that allows you to go between any point. Between any of the fast travel points. Take Silksong and Hollow Knight, for example. The Bellways, or the Stagways, if I go in a Stagway in a Bellway in Bone Bottom, I can go to any of the other Bellways anywhere throughout the map. And I don't think that hurts Silksong, like, at all. I think people are just used to Metroid having no, like, not having that. But I think the spacing between those fast travel points is done well enough that it shouldn't matter. And as long as Metroid does the same thing, I think it'll be fine. Like, I think worst case scenario with the Viola specifically is that what matters is that it's fun and lengthy. Exactly. And the rest of the game still feels like Metroid. Before I save, I'll make one last point on it. I think worst case scenario if the Viola segment where you're traveling in the desert ends up feeling boring. I think the next time all they have to do is turn the Viola segment into a loading screen, and that's it. And you could use the Viola for like scripted sections where like you have a boss fight specifically on the Viola and it's like timed or some shit before you get to the destination. I think that would be fine. But as I've said countless times before, I think the worst case scenario, the Viola segments end up just feeling like a loading screen. Big whoop. I'm more interested in the rest of the games, and I think the Viola itself is a cool concept. I think the execution at worst is just gonna be okay. Nothing special. So, we'll see. We're almost there. Very soon we're gonna get there. Alright, now that I've saved like 3 times, thank you guys for joining. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to finish Prime 3 with a bang and start Prime 4 within the next... sometime soon. As per usual, mata ne minasan. Oyasumi. Did I fuck up? Yeah, I did.